Hi guys, welcome back to the NINE2K podcast. My name is Priya.
My name is Sherry.
And I'm G.
And in today's episode, we are going to be covering the topics of education.
Right?
Yeah. We're going to talk about education.
Okay.
And the question goes as follow. It's like,
What's the question?
And the question is, do you guys think we as 90 babies are more educated than the generation before us?
Yes.
Or the generation after us?
I think that we are not more or less educated than a generation before us. I think we're just maybe more open-minded nowadays. I feel like we're more open and accepting to things that are happening around us. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I feel like people back then are also educated. Like, think about it. They built some of the things that we have now.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I think, yes, I see Priya's point. So, yeah, I would say they are smart.
Like the generation
in a lot of
before
ways,
us.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, they gave us our cell phones. They gave us, Wi-Fi? They gave us a lot.
Yeah.
So, like, in a way, it makes sense that they're smarter. But, like, emotional intelligence, I'd say we are smarter than them because we're more open to, learning from other cultures.
Definitely.
Learning from other people. Learning about different sexes and like people being attracted to other genders or like the same genders, you know what I mean? So like in a way I'm like maybe not smarter per se, but more open emotionally.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I feel emotional intelligence, I think we're definitely higher. Because like we can openly talk about mental health and like depression and anxiety and ADHD and ADD and so on.
Yeah.
But I feel like back then it was like something that is like,
Even now, like having to educate them about mental health sometimes is rough.
But for them, it was like a taboo. And now it's still.
Yeah.
I mean, they are like afraid to talk about it. It's like when you mention just one of those topics, they're like, ooh.
Yeah, not everyone though. I feel like there's...
I mean, they're changing though because they are seeing how the community is changing. And they have to change with the community. Even though they will stay in history.
Yeah.
Being like Einstein.
Einstein.
But I have to agree with you guys. But then my next question is, do you think that we are more educated than the generation after us? And I have to say yes.
Okay.
Because like we value going to school and having a bachelor degree more than the generation after us. It's like for us it's important. Like we want to have a career. I mean they want to have a career too, but for us it's more like we want to have a degree. We don't just have to be like a TikToker or we want to be like an Instagram influencer. We want to. I mean, if you have good deals with us, just contact us. You can see our contact details. But I mean, for us, school is still a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we have a degree.
Yeah. But sorry for interrupting you.
No. I was gonna say we have a degree, and like we have like, well, personally, I have like a plan B if things fail. I think you also.
Yeah, I have like plan B, Z.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Z, no, plan B and C. I'm like.
I am moving in with my brother because I ain't got no plans. I have nothing figured out.
But what about if I have to talk about like having plans and those kind of stuff, for us it's more important, like I said, to have a degree. But for the generation after us, they don't see like why they have to go to school. They don't see why they have like to do a study 4 years. Like they have to study 4 years to just get a degree. If they can just be like starting their own business and having their own company and win a lot of money.
I think they're right.
But
Honestly.
we can do the same.
Of course we can do
But
the same.
why do we still think that we need to go to school to get a
Because
degree?
it was pushed into us.
Yeah.
Like, it was drilled into us by the previous generation, because they were like, if you don't have a plan B, C, D, Z, you will not make it in life, which is not true.
Yeah.
Like, you can always do your own thing. Like, you don't have to do it exactly how the way they want to do it. And they're right, though. There's a lot of millionaires that don't have a degree. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, but maybe they actually went to school but then dropped out.
Yeah, a lot of them did drop out.
And they're not even next generation, not even our generation. They're previous generation as well.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like in every generation, there's always going to be dropouts. There's always going to be like people that don't want to do what they do. But, like, to say that an entire generation, so the next generation, is not interested in getting a bachelor's or learning or education, I think that's a big statement.
Maybe,
Because
like,
based off of what, though?
The majority, or some, not all, some.
I think the ones we see.
Yeah.
Like, of course, the ones we see that want to be an influencer and blah, 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 blah. But you forget there's like a large percentage that does go to school because obviously their parents are like, what are you doing? I think not. Like what we're doing now, like I'm still working part-time. You're working full-time?
Yeah.
Like we still like, obviously we have a plan. So I know there's a lot of influencers that stop doing their job because they want to make it as an influencer, or they stop their degree because they want to make it as an influencer. But to say that it's the entire generation, that's a big statement.
Yeah.
That's a big statement.
Yeah, I don't think it's the entire generation. I mean,
Yeah.
like the majority, like Priya said.
Yeah.
Like you see most of them on social media, they want to be like gamers, be on Twitch and those kind of stuff, and just win a lot of work for a lot of money. I mean, I got you, but for us, I think, and for me, it's still important to just have a degree. I can be an influencer with a degree.
I think they
But-
want it easy in comparison to how we did it. We had to
Yeah.
study for 4 years, and then
Yeah.
again 4 years, and then again 4 years just to get that degree we wanted,
Yeah.
or to do the job we wanted. And they don't really have to do that
Like-
because, like, influencing I don't need a degree to be an influencer.
You don't need to
No.
degree.
No,
But do you think sorry?
But if you think about it, like, okay, how old do we go to school? Like, how old do you have to, when do we start school? At
4.
what age?
3 or
4,
4.
yeah.
So if you think about it, you are kind of already preparing yourself to go to work at the age of 4. Like, how crazy is that?
Who put in that system?
When do we get a break?
Vacation,
Vacation, school
the
vacation,
summer break.
I mean, like a working life break. You know, like, so you go to school at the age of 4. You study for basically the whole year. No, you study until the age of
20. I mean, there are still
Some
people in their
depends, yeah.
there are people still in their 50s
true.
that still
that
go
are
to
still
school.
studying. Yeah.
I think personally I will still go to school if I'm in my 60s. I like to study.
Honestly,
like to go
I
to
know
school.
people that never went to school after high school, and they're doing great right now.
yeah, me too.
Are
Yeah.
they millionaires?
Yeah.
No, but they're doing great.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
making more money than I am, and I'm still in school.
yeah, yeah, you're right.
I
you're
have
right.
different degrees. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're doing great, and I think, like, if you can manage that, like, if you're good at what you do,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
True.
But if you're just trying to fit to, like, to have it easy, and then nowadays you can, like,
Yeah.
with everything modernizing with, like, social media and blah blah blah, you actually can. At some point, this whole thing with AI, at what point are they gonna
Yeah.
like take over?
But I mean, like for influencers, the AI is like a competitor for them because.
But for who isn't it?
Yeah, you mean because it's replacing a lot of people.
Yeah,
So that means you have to have a degree.
yeah.
But still, AI can replace you.
Exactly.
So we're not safe.
Because we have our degree in business, basically creative business. We can easily be replaced.
Yeah.
My degree actually, if I do get replaced, it doesn't matter.
But you know, like you said, like the degree in creative business, you have like you can go range and do a lot of type of jobs. So
True.
you have like a lot of possibilities. So like even though AI replace your job, you can get another job. But there are certain jobs that when AI replaced you, you need to have a plan B.
Yeah.
And like respect to all the models, but you need to take into consideration that right now they are using AI to be models. So if that's your only plan, I think you need to get into school because you can be easily replaced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe not schools, but like learn a new skill, learn
Yeah.
a course or something. So you have some sort of knowledge within you so that you can do something that you enjoy or something that you like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when you study, you are specializing in your niche, right? In your field of study, in your own interest. Let's say if that gets taken away from you, what else will you do?
Yeah.
If
Be a stay-at-home mom.
Imagine if
Imagine.
AI can also replace you being a stay.
I don't think so. Is AI gonna make my babies? I think not.
Oh damn.
I think not.
I mean, they have like robots.
That would be crazy though if they could make my babies. No.
But just imagine, we are parents and we have kids, and our kids are telling us that they don't want to go to school. They want to stop school. They want to be influencer. How do we react?
How old are they?
Like 15, because you're
15?
like finishing high school.
yeah, good question. Because
Imagine your kid
Yeah.
just tells you, I don't want to go to school.
Personally, if they're 15, 16, that means they're finalizing school. That means they're in their last year. I'd ask them to finish the last year. I would give them 1 year to actually do it.
yeah,
To
And
stop
after-
school, or like to figure out what.
To figure that out. Like, I want them to get that degree.
Yeah.
Because if they're 15, 16, they're at the end.
Yeah.
So finish it. Finish it.
Yeah.
And then I'll give you that year. I'll support you that year. But after that year, if you didn't manage, you best go back to school.
yeah,
Yeah. So you're still giving the advice that you got from your parents.
Sort of,
Yeah.
but with more support than we got back then.
Yeah.
true. Because for us, it was like no.
Yeah, it was absolutely not. Yeah. There was no future in social media or TikTok or whatever. Even now, when we talk about it, my mom is still like, what are you talking about? I don't think my mom actually knows what a podcast is. I think she thinks it's a radio. It's a radio show. I think that's what she thinks it is. But like, I still want my kids to feel heard.
Yeah,
So if it's something they really want to try and they really think it through, if they can do me the favor of graduating still, I can give them that 1 year.
Okay.
And if that 1 year they notice that it's not successful, or I notice that they didn't try, then go back to school, please, or
Yeah.
get a job. If you don't want to go back to school, get a job.
like
But,
at
like,
least have some sort of savings,
have
have
a-
some money.
Yeah.
Exactly. Have a plan.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I will be like, not a strict dad, but I will work hard for my kid to have everything.
Yeah.
But if my kid comes to me and tells me that I want to quit school and I don't want to do anything anymore with school, I'm not gonna be mad, but I'm gonna support my kid. But for me, getting a degree is important.
Yeah.
For me, having a plan B, because I know how hard it is to have a plan B and your plan E, and your plan E can fail.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm building my plan B. So I want my children to also have a plan B, and I want you to have a degree. But I mean, this is another topic. But because in the community that we're living right now, I don't think that I want to put kids in this community, because just imagine the world in
yeah,
10 years, how
Yeah.
it's going to be, how messy it's going to be. But another question, do you think also the fact that a lot of Gen Zs don't want to continue going to school is because of the education system? Because we know about the education system and we know what it did to us.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because when I look back when I was studying, because I don't know what it's like for you guys, but for me, like, they had different sets, as in the levels. And because I was more creative, but not so good with like maths and all like the science subjects, so I was always put in the lowest set. And it's, to me, as a young girl going through puberty and like didn't have many friends, it made me feel so stupid. Like I was labeled. Like, oh, you're in the lowest level, you're dumb. And then to see my friends who are at a higher level, it just like really like knocked down my confidence. And that just, it made me hate school so much. And actually, it stopped me from going to university for a few years. And that's why I went to university like quite late, because of that reason. Like, I just hated school. I hate the exams, the pressure that it gave me, and because I wasn't so good with reading, because of my attention span, it just made me feel so dumb. And I used to think that for so long, like, am I stupid? And everyone around me is so smart. Yeah, I don't know. It was horrible. It was a horrible experience for me.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
That sounds...
I mean, the education system we can relate to in the Caribbean, coming from Aruba and Curacao. I don't know about Aruba, but in Curacao, it's like we have like the same education system as here in the Netherlands. But if you go like to certain level, you can, because you have the HAVO and then you have the VSBO. I went to the VSBO, and when you hear people say, "Okay, I went to HAVO," you can feel like you're like,
like being judged.
Yeah. Because you're not smart enough, and a lot of parents, they want their kids to go to HAVO. I don't know why, because at the end, when we go to university, we will meet those people in our class, because we have the same, not like the same, because there are like some some ways, but I mean, in Curacao, it's really like a big deal if my kid goes to HAVO or VSBO, and but in the end, VSBO is more practical than HAVO. So when you go through VSBO, then you go to the MBO, and you are more practical. And in the end, you will get more easily job than HAVO, because HAVO is more theory. So, yeah, I don't know, but you kind of feel like kind of stupid if you don't make it to HAVO, because you're not smart enough. So I think maybe sometimes the education system can be like the one responsible for young students to fail. And especially if you go to university, because why do you fail me for a report like 7 times? Do you want me to quit school? Just say it. Just write it down in the report. I want you to quit school, but don't fail me 7 times for something that
is in the report.
It's in the report.
Read the appendix.
And you asked me to put it in the appendix. It's in the appendix.
And then you don't read it. And then you fail us for not...
For you not reading it.
Exactly.
You're not doing your job. But I know a lot of Gen Zs, they want to quit school, or they are quitting school because of that. Because the exams keep failing them for like stupid things. And they don't see like the value to go to school and to fail them for stupid things. And I can just go sitting behind my computer and make so much money. So why do I have to go to school? And especially if now they want people and more students to become teacher.
Do you think we need education at the end of the day?
Yes, but if depends on what subject you're studying. For example, if you want to be a scientist, yes, a doctor, nurse, so on, like all the important...
Pilot, yes.
But
do we need pilots?
Yes. Who's gonna fly me to Aruba? Not
AI.
Me. AI.
Just fly you with AI, and then you hear like the system is down.
Error.
But I agree, we need like scientists, pilots. But I mean,
Okay, but like footballers, do you know how much they get paid
footballers.
They get paid a lot.
compared to doctors?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Look,
It's entertainment.
I don't want to say anything to doctors because I still have to go to
The doctor.
the doctor.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
but yeah,
but footballers get paid more than doctors.
yeah,
Yes,
but
Yeah.
yeah.
but why?
Just for signing sometimes.
I mean, I agree that when you're doing like a creative work, you need to be paid higher. But I mean,
Yeah.
doctors are saving lives.
yes, exactly.
Are saving lives, and yeah, I don't know because I think also teachers needs to be paid higher
Yeah,
because if it's not for them, you cannot create professionals in your community.
In a lot of ways, I would agree.
Yeah.
And in other
But it
ways, I'm like,
depends.
with our experiences, I'm like, would you want to pay them more?
Yeah, but it depends who, because you have teachers they don't want to work.
Selective.
Yeah, the selective
We are
like
selective.
like make like a selection like requirements for you
Yeah.
to get paid higher.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the education, yeah, for us, 90 babies, it's important. The education system and also the education to have a degree. But I think nowadays they are making it so easier for us because you don't need a degree.
Yeah.
And you can just like follow some courses and just,
You can follow the courses online.
yeah.
Instead of paying $2,000 a year, which is not a lot compared to the States and everything, paying $2,000 while
Yeah,
I can do
it's a lot.
I can do a course for $200.
Yeah.
Come on.
yeah,
Yeah, and I, coronavirus showed us that there are some things that we don't need, and there are some things that we need.
Yeah.
And especially for education, because it was more like physical. You need to go to school,
Yeah.
but right now we don't need to go to school. You can study online. You can just make it. But yeah, I just want to answer what you ask. In the end, do we need? Is it important?
Yeah.
The education, like,
But we've reached that stage where it's not that necessary anymore.
because you know what's there are people studying like a lot of years,
Yeah.
spending a lot of money
Yeah.
that they have to pay back, and in the end,
Exactly.
they don't get a job in the
Yeah.
field that it is that they okay,
because they want 5 years of experience. I
5
just
years of
graduated.
experience. Yeah,
Yeah.
but how can you get that? Like okay, when you apply for some jobs, they require amount of experience, of
Yeah.
years of experience, but then they don't give it to you. So how can
No.
you get that? It's
but why do you ask for an amount of experience? And especially for those jobs that people are leaving because they don't want to work anymore.
I think they just don't want to like help someone, what's the word? Like when you have to help someone the first week or the second week.
Oh, it's like doing the process.
Yeah, the process of
yeah,
Inverca.
Inverca,
but like,
yeah.
like onboarding.
Yeah, exactly. Onboarding. I don't think they want to do that. They just want someone to arrive and know exactly what they're doing. Know exactly what they're talking about. I think it's just it's easy. It's easy to be like, I need you to have this and this and this amount of experience. Or maybe they just don't want people that just graduated because they're not sure they're going to be good.
But
But that's crazy to me because you can study for so many years and then you want to apply for the job that you've been studying for
yeah,
and you don't even get it. So so all that hard work that you did, what was it for?
You know what's rough? Getting a job as an international here. As an international, for the people listening that don't know where we are, we're in the Netherlands.
yeah,
Yeah, so and even as a student, like doing the like retail jobs, I think that's mostly like retail and horeca are like the ones where you can mostly get a job.
Yeah.
The quickest.
but even that is difficult because I'm like working part in
Yeah.
Horeca. And nowadays we know that in the Netherlands you have a lot of internationals, especially in Amsterdam and Rotterdam and in The Hague, and most of those people
Yeah.
they want Dutch spoken people.
Exactly.
They don't want English spoken people, and I know that Dutchies, how they call them, they don't like that.
Jobs.
Yeah, but yeah, but they don't like that the Netherlands is becoming like an English
International
spoken
thing.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the Netherlands is opening their doors for internationals,
Yeah.
what can you expect? And I
Exactly.
know there are some internationals who are trying to go to Dutch classes, going to Dutch courses, but I mean, it's not like you have to exclude them and say, I cannot give you a job because you cannot speak Dutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
It's rough.
it's rough.
It's really rough.
And
I feel really bad for internationals.
me personally, I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy to get some jobs, but I like to work in an environment where I can speak English because I feel more comfortable
Me too.
than
Yeah.
in Dutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
But I'm fine speaking Dutch. But I mean, imagine
It's
if
different in English.
yeah, it's different,
It's
and you have
different.
different people.
Yeah.
But just imagine if I put on my resume that I can only speak English, then
Yeah.
it would be the same for me.
I have a random question.
Yeah.
For the people here. What did you want to become when you were a kid? Like what job?
I wanted to be an architect, but then I realized I'm not good with numbers.
Oh.
So that went out the window.
Oh. Is there something else you wanted to become?
Happy
Satisfying.
and debt free.
Felt.
Yeah.
How about you?
I wanted to be a teacher.
Really?
Yeah, but I think I will still make it, but not like a secondary and primary teacher. But I think like with what I'm studying, I can just like teach at schools when I'm done
Teacher in what though?
in media.
Media?
Like, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
And you,
I wanted to be a cop.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I wanted to be.
arrest me, Sherry. Right
Oh,
now.
yes, I'll do it right
I've
now.
Been so bad.
I wanted to be a cop and then become an FBI agent.
Okay.
That
Oh,
would
damn.
have been really cool.
You can still
You
go
can.
for it.
Oh no, I can't.
Why not?
Why?
My dad has a record.
Oh.
You think I didn't try? I tried. I definitely
Wait,
tried.
what did he do?
This is episode 3. Let's get to know each other better before you go there. Yeah. Let's I'll tell you after, or we'll bleep it out. Beep beep. But yeah, he has a record because he has a record. I couldn't. I couldn't.
But maybe you can like be a cop
Yeah.
for
Acting.
anything. Yeah.
In a porno or
Acting.
something. Yeah.
In a what? In a what?
In a porno or something. Yeah.
Okay.
I can act.
Also to be a porno FBI agent.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nice. Nice. But the topic changed
So
from
fast.
education to porn.
No, because I feel like if I wanted to become that, I would have obviously studied to be that. And I wondered if you guys actually
But
went
so
through it.
they will look like into your family and see if your family have a record.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
said, and if any of your family have anything that you cannot become a cop. Or
If any direct family has something on their record, you cannot become a cop.
record. Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's fun.
Okay.
Yes. Is it?
That's a good lesson for today.
Yeah. So, education.
Education.
Are we more educated than the child? Oh yeah, we already answered.
Are we
that.
more educated?
I think
No.
no, but we are more like concerned about our future.
Yeah.
Are we more
Oh.
educated after this podcast? No.
No.
Yeah, I think some people will be more like, those 3 people, beautiful people,
Are clowns.
yeah, clowns. They made some fun and joke about some things, but I mean, we set some important stuff that can be helpful for them, especially having your plan B. So I think that's especially for the Gen Z, the younger ones, just have your plan B. And if you stop school, just know what you want to do and just have a vision.
Yeah, and stick to it and work hard and just keep going and don't give up. Yeah. That's my advice.
Don't just go for being oh damn. You know what's the problem is? When you speak your mother language,
Yeah.
you can say like the dumbest stuff
Yeah.
because you won't you won't go viral.
Yeah.
But when you do a podcast like this in English, you have to be very
Oh, you were
careful.
almost gonna get us canceled.
Yeah, because I was going to say don't be like a star, but then I remember you can use this thing against me.
Maybe
one
we need to
day.
reconsider having G like on the podcast. Maybe
Okay,
this is
are
something
you guys
to
firing me and putting someone?
we'll discuss
better?
it and get back to you.
Okay, so if you guys don't see me for episode 4, they will be replacing me.
There were consequences to his
Yeah.
actions.
Okay, Cliche.
Definitely.
Do you guys know Cliche?
Do you want them to know Cliche?
Yeah, Cliche is my assistant.
And we have Foreman as well.
Yeah, Foreman
Yeah.
is, yeah. But
Yeah.
Cliche is my assistant.
They're very nice.
Yeah.
Nice people.
Nice people behind the scenes. Yeah. They're good to have around. Very satisfying with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this was our third episode.
Third
right?
episode. Yeah,
Third
exactly.
episode. Yeah, and we will see you guys in our fourth. And
Tune in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in our
See you
fourth-
soon.
See you soon.